Good afternoon, my brother.
Good afternoon, sir.
Let's know you, please.
I'm Prince Fobimo Idio, the Student Representative Council President of the Core Superior Education Edu Technology of Benin Republic.
Interesting. Uh, um, it's good to have you here because there are certain pertinent questions to answer. A lot of people want to know exactly what the situation is regarding um, certificates from your school, the report on certificates from your school, and the federal government suspension of certificates from your school. Um, how did you receive the report?
Well, I might say as a student, it's just a bad way for us to end our year because all of us were enjoying our Christmas holidays, only for us to just punch on an investigation from a reporter about a so-called certificate acquired from our school. It's not that we didn't actually receive it very well as students, because to me personally, I was thinking maybe it's just a way, maybe someone actually want to train on social media. So I actually felt bad. I put on some calls across, but only when I woke up on the second day of January and I get to the news of suspension of certificates and accreditation in Benin Republic, that was when the whole thing was done on.
So, what's your reaction to the federal government suspension of certificate verification from your school and other schools in Benin Republic and Togo?
Okay, based on the report that follows, that's just a tag. That's just like the headline, the suspension. And I believe the federal government are actually doing very well to make sure that maybe they had to get to the root of it, right? Because it's just like an allegation, right? It is not yet proven. So I'm still expecting that that's the suspension. The reason for the suspension is just for them to get to the root of it and also know if it's actually true so that they can also carry the necessary measures.
So, how did you get admission to the school? And
Yes.
did you buy it?
No. Actually, I have a friend of mine. Actually, I've been trying jam. I have my jam result. Actually, they pursue me whatever examination have not been favorable to me. So when a friend of mine actually asked me how far, and I told him, okay, I've been battling with jam and so on. He said, what are you still doing? You can also try Benin Republic. That is a student there. At first, I was like, Benin Republic, no, okay. Then I said no. After I make some inquiries myself, and I find out that they're actually offering good educational system in Benin Republic, and especially since there's no strike and other things that can actually delay our educational pursuit. So I actually opted for it.
Again, how rigorous is the academic work there? Do you attend classes, and what's the quality of teachers and staff there?
Had it been I was told about this, I would have come with my own attendance card. I will say in Benin Republic, in my school and the rest of the school, because as the SRC president, as the Student Representative Council president, I'm I'm privileged to meet other presidents from other schools, whereby we have a meeting. We also belong to a group, that's the National Association of Nigerian Students, even All African Student Union, ASU. So from this, we discuss some things. In Benin Republic, I don't think if you don't attend lectures up to about 60% of it, you're not qualified to write an exams. The attendance is very, very mandatory. And there's attendance card that you need to sign. The lecturer had to tick and sign your attendance card. Trust me, there's no way for you to go around it. Because if you don't attend 60% of that particular course, definitely is an automatic carryover.
How expensive is the tuition there?
The tuition is not expensive, but you know when, if I may say, like when someone is like you are schooling abroad, you are schooling outside your country, they think that the is too high. No, it's affordable, but it's just like life presently at times like this is a little bit too of the high side, definitely based on. But if our parents or our sponsors are capable, because some students definitely are self-sponsored, so if some are self-sponsored and they can actually make it, trust me, sir, it's affordable, very, very affordable, and recommended.
Why did you choose to study there instead of studying in any university in Nigeria?
Like I said, education, we learn every day. We can study anywhere of our choice. So I actually did my own, I carried out my own thorough kind of research about it, and I applied for it. It was not just an easy through kind of admission. Like anybody would just say, okay, you just go to the school and get admitted. No, they had to give me an exam that I need to write. Then at the end of the day, I was like, okay, fine. First, they had to send me an online system-based test, which I wrote, and I was invited. So after that, it was not just an easy process of getting an admission, actually, but for the process of just preparing for JAM and the post UND and whatever, whatever. At the end of the day, trust me, one of the reason is that if they have a normal straight system academic, if I may say, like when someone is like you are schooling abroad, you are schooling outside your country, they think that the is too high. No, it's affordable, but it's just like life presently at times like this is a little bit too of the high side, definitely based on. But if our parents or our sponsors are capable, because some students definitely are self-sponsored, so if some are self-sponsored and they can actually make it, trust me, sir, it's affordable, very, very affordable, and recommendable.
Why did you choose to study there instead of studying in any university in Nigeria?
Like I said, education, we learn every day. We can study anywhere of our choice. So I actually did my own, I carried out my own thorough kind of research about it, and I applied for it. It was not just an easy through kind of admission, like anybody would just say, okay, you just go to the school and get admitted. No, they had to give me an exam that I need to write. Then at the end of the day, I was like, okay, fine. First, they had to send me an online system-based test, which I wrote, and I was invited. So after that, it was not just an easy process of getting an admission, actually, but for the process of just preparing for JAM and the post UND and whatever, whatever. At the end of the day, trust me, one of the reason is that if they have a normal straight system academic pursuit, based on the fact no strikes, they when their semester is just full and complete, there's no issues. Because if I may say, trust me, for the past 3 years I've been in Benin Republic, I will say there's a big difference.
So it's not 6 weeks or 6 months.
Definitely, I don't want to go into that because I'm not in a position, right, to respond to that, because it's a sensitive office. Because the school has maybe they have the right to issue a certificate when you are qualified for it. So for this allocation coming up, I trust me, it's not a 6 week process. So I think there's more to it, in which, like the federal government are saying, working hand in hand with all the authorities, the security authorities, to maybe get to the root of this matter. Because a lot of students presently, as I'm talking to you, sir, they are in panic. Even parents that are sponsored us, our sponsors, they are kind of worried because of our investment and so on. So even on my phone, there are a lot of messages that we are just like hoping and we are believing, but well, we are still looking up.
Finally, what would you like to tell the federal government in the light of this suspension?
Wow. And at this point, I will only plead with the federal government to carry out their own necessary measures. At least they need to do some reassessment to find, because there are still competent students out there, legitimate students out there that are actually acquired their certificate in a normal academic pursuit. They are not just buying, they are not draw corners about it. But because maybe based on this particular allegation, they are just trying to find out that maybe to sanitize the educational system. Because from the onlook, even in the Nigerian government, what we've been hearing of certificate saka and everywhere. So I think it's just a thing to like maybe everybody, all hands should be on deck, so that they had to bring quality, maybe let me say graduates to the society. It's not all about the certificate, it's all about the product. It's all about what you're bringing to the market. It does not really depends on the school you graduate from, but it depends on what you can be able to give out to the society at the end of the day. So I only plead with the federal government to tender justice with mercy, because there are a lot of students, 1,000 of them, that are now panicking. There are some that are graduated that are waiting for this January first batch NYC accreditation and whatever, for them to be enlisted in the National Youth Service Corps. So you should understand the kind of fear. A lot of them maybe can be depressed. It can lead them to a lot of other things. So I only plead with the federal government to please just tender justice with mercy. And I believe the school administration, they are working hand in hand with the Benin government, because I don't think it's possible for them to just do that. But I believe they are working hand in hand with the federal government to get to the root of this. And I believe at the end of the day, we will be redeemed. So we are just hoping and praying, and we are pleading as our children to our fathers. Please, they should just tender justice with mercy, based on all the rest of us. That me, because I'm hoping to graduate, and also hoping to like be like a normal other people that have been in the market. So I'm just pleading, sir, tender justice with mercy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right.